Welcome to One Question at a Time, the TSI series. Question number 115. A regular toilet uses 3.2 gallons of water per flush. A low-flow toilet uses 1.6 gallons of water per flush. What is the difference between the number of gallons used by the regular toilet and the low-flow toilet after 375 flushes? So in this question, you can find the regular toilet will be flood 3.2 gallons, and then you multiply by how many times they flush is 375. Then you subtract 1.6 gallons for the low flow toilet with the same the numbers of flushes. So that will be your answer. Also, basically, if you do that, you have to do the multiplications of the 3.2 gallons, and then you do the multiplication of 1.6 gallons, or you can find the question mark right here, right? The difference, because it's the same flood, number of the flood is 375. You can take the difference of each flood, so it's 3.2 gallons, subtract 1.6 gallons, and then you multiply by the 375 tab. So the first one right here, you calculate each one, then you find the difference. Okay. The second method is you find the difference, then you multiply by how many tab flushes, right? So we would do, and also you can see that it's 3.2 and 1.6. That is half, right? 1.6 is half of 3.2. So you can also make like the third way to solve for the questions by doing this. You can make the 3.2 gallons, you multiply by 375, then you divide by half. That still answer the question mark right here. Okay, so basically it's about the calculations of 3.2 minus 1.6, that is 1.6. This one is 1.6. And also 3.2 divided by half is 1.6 as well. So the calculation we need to do in this question is 1.6 multiplied by 375. Okay, so we just make the calculations times 1.6. You can choose the calculator if they provide you one, but if not, we can do it by hand. 6 times 5 is 30, write 0, remember 3. 6 times 7, 42, remember 3. 45, write 5, remember 4. 6 times 3 is 18, with 4 is 22. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 3 is 3. Then now we add them up. 0, 5 add 5 is 10, right? 0, remember 1. Another 10, remember 1. So you got 6. But remember, this one you have one decimal place, so you make a decimal place for one digits. Okay, so the final answer is 600 gallons difference. Okay, now how about if we're lazy to calculate? So we need to kind of make a comment. Okay, so see that from here to here you have 1 point. Let's do this, right? So you have this is like 375. You need to find, here is the one part, here is the 0.6 part, because you have like 0.6. It will be about 1 at 0.6 times 375. So of course you have 375, you know that is the whole number 1 right there, and then you have to find the 0.6. Okay, so I will take this one at half right here. Okay, so this one right here is 0.5. So if it's 0.5, it means this part right here is half of 375. And this part right here is 375. So I know that the answer have to be greater than 375. So I will eliminate 100 gallons. Okay. And then we will have half of 3, right? 3 point, let's say this one is about, let's say this one is about 400. Half of that is about 200. Even you use that round up 25 unit, right? It's still really big. It's like 600, right? So that could not be that much 1,000 gallons, so that is too big. So you have right here is 375, and then half of the 375 is about, let's say 38 is 19, right? So that will be 18, like that, about that. Okay, so we take like 370 to make it about 5 at 50, just close. Okay, remember 1, then A at A16, right 6, remember 1. That 3 and 2 is 5. You see that this one we only calculate is 1.5 times 375. So we still need the small part right here. Let me call that is the A. So 560 at 8 is the number we try to find. So you see that 550 is already bigger than 525, so that's cross. And then now you're left with 600 is the correct answer. So to make it more clear, like right here, I will do 1 at 0.5 at 0.1. So from this part is the whole thing, right? Is my 1. And then this part right here is my 0.5. And then this part small right here, part A, that is 0.1. Now it should distribute, right? 375. You got that part right here. You got 375 times 0.5, which is divided by 2 or multiply by 1/2. That is this one. Okay. And then you'll have 375 times 0.1. That 37.5. So it's really close to 600, right? But we even that we don't have to calculate it. We just kind of like compare the number we know. This one is less than 560, less than 560. Okay, this one is too big. Because even though it double, okay, even though it double 375 when you double it, because 1.6 is less than 2, when you double it, it will be 2 times 5 is 0. Remember 1. 14. Remember 1 is 15. Right? 5. Remember 1 is 750. Right? So this one is bigger than 750, which is really big, bigger than double of the amount 375. So if it's 1.6, it's less than that also. That's why we have to eliminate it. So this one we kind of like compare what we know easier, or if you try to just do the multiplications. It will be faster if you know it. If you don't, you can just kind of eliminate the answer choice by the sign. Thank you for participating in this series and see you next time.